What's up guys, Omni here. You guys know how it goes on the day another video. Last night I tweeted I sleep. What recent news, topic, tweets, videos you want me to talk about tomorrow? Welcome to the greatest internet show on earth. That's right, internet strangers and family alike, where we somehow manage to talk about everything and nothing at the same time. We've got Trump's big beautiful bill. I'll summarize it for you guys real quickly. Apparently we got Hasan with the gun? Question mark? There's a horse anime girl video game? Also question mark? The government just said that the Epstein list isn't even real? Question mark? And I'm even blacker. That's right. You probably noticed it. I still been outside, just going outside, and I am darker than black. I'm getting Wesley Snipes purple out here. I think this might be my limit. I think this is as dark as my melanin will grow, but we'll see. I might be able to go even further. Anime and racist jokes aside, okay, this is gonna be a big chunky wongy. There's a lot of things to talk about. A lot happened over the weekend, okay? So allow me to catch you up and oh yeah, allow me to lay it on you. First, real quickly, let's talk about Trump's big, beautiful bill. That's right, okay? I'm just gonna give you a quick summary, and I'm also gonna explain it to you like you're 5, and maybe even kind of like you're a gamer as well, okay? In case you guys missed it, Trump essentially passed this big old bill that he calls beautiful, and people weren't sure if it was gonna pass last week, but it did, and let me tell you what's in it. Trump's one big beautiful bill, all 870 pages of it, is absolutely massive. There's permanent tax cuts, there's new border security powers, is basically a patch update to America's entire economic and immigration system. I'm going to give you guys the big 4 changes, okay? And then I'm going to emphasize the ones that directly, probably, and may impact you. Number 1 is the tax cuts. This bill makes the 2017 Trump tax cuts permanent, locking in lower rates for top earners and corporations. It also introduces some new buffs like no taxes on tips on overtime, a deduction for auto loan interest, new tax-free savings accounts for kids, and a raised SALT deduction cap for middle earners. Think of this as like a passive stat buff, but for like the wealthier class. They're essentially getting permanent upgrades to their income stream. The middle class folks, they get temporary side quests, you know, some nice EXP bonuses like tax-free overtime, but those perks are set to expire by 2028. Number 2, we got the border and defense spending. The defense spending got a $150 billion boost. The U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, aka ICE, also got another $150 billion. This turns ICE into the largest federal law enforcement agency ever. TLDR, this is like dropping all your skill points in the country in both strength and defense. Government just equipped ICE with stronger armor, more units, and a new set of tools to chase down undocumented immigrants. Number 3, social program cuts. Okay, there's a very good chance this is going to affect you or somebody that you know and potentially love. The bill slashes Medicaid by 18%. It rolls back SNAP, aka food stamps, and it imposes stricter work requirements. Experts are saying that 11 million people could lose health care within the next 10 years. ACA subsidies are removed for DACA recipients, and asylum seekers are blocked from accessing Medicare or food programs entirely. This is like giving the early game characters that started off in the beginning of the RPG a permanent poison debuff. Essentially, your HP drains over time, and healing items like food and Medicaid are now locked behind paywalls or level caps. If you're underleveled or you don't have enough resources, this change essentially just made surviving even harder. This one's definitely a super big deal. There is a very good chance that somebody that you know will be directly and negatively impacted by this change. And finally, number 4, we have clean energy rollback. The bill basically strips away clean energy tax credits from the Inflation Reduction Act, significantly slowing solar and wind investment. Fossil fuel subsidies stay intact, shifting incentives back to oil and gas. Investing in solar panels, EVs, and green tech, nah, we're done. We're putting all that energy back into fossil and oil. This is the reason why Elon Musk is big baby rage mad, by the way, and trying to start another American party, okay? Because Tesla and the EVs, you know, he might potentially lose a lot of money with this Clean Energy Act bill change. Elon is so mad, in fact, that him and Trump have been fighting nonstop. Well, I guess Elon's been fighting on Twitter, but yeah, he just released this saying, we will release the Epstein list. We just need more time. The Epstein list is on my desk. There is no Epstein. What was that? That happened a couple of months ago, when everybody sat down there and had the list, a folder of the Epstein list, right? What happened with that? And everyone was getting past the notebook and we're going to talk. What was that? What do you? And now you're telling me that the FBI and the DOJ, Department of Justice, did some internal work and they were like, there's actually nothing there. And then it was an actual suicide, brother. Are you... Bro, what are y'all doing? What do you mean? None of this makes any damn sense. This person said here, March, Bondi says the FBI has tens of thousands of Epstein videos. April, Patel says they vanished. July, the DOJ says no client list, no names, suicide case closed. They had the tapes and now they have amnesia. And that's kind of all the political stuff that's been happening. Wild couple of days, weeks, months. We're already half a year in and I feel like a lot has gone down. Okay, I'll keep you guys posted if there's any other major big news coming out. But yes, a lot of changes happening to the world patch update to the United States of America. Okay, all right, stay tuned. Before we get on to the silly and more lighthearted news, we have to talk about the Texas floods. Okay, it's really bad down there. Over the 4th of July weekend, there have been catastrophic floods that hit central Texas, particularly the hill country near the Guadalupe River. Flash floods swept through the region like a freaking monster out of nowhere, turning campsites, homes, and highways into rivers in only several minutes. To give perspective, some areas saw rainfall at 12 inches per hour. The Guadalupe River rose by over 30 feet in less than 60 minutes. That's essentially like watching a peaceful river turn into a tsunami while you're still holding your freaking morning coffee. Sadly, one of the most heartbreaking impacts was at Camp Mystic, a popular summer camp for girls. In the middle of the night when the floodwaters rushed in, 27 campers and staff had been confirmed dead and several are still missing. In total, as of now, over 80 lives have been reported as lost, many of them children. Over 850 people had to be rescued, some by boat, others airlifted by helicopter. The Coast Guard, National Guard, and local responders, they all moved fast, but this was a wall of water that they had very little time to deal with. And if you're at home and you're wondering, why did this happen so fast? Like, what's going on here? What is this freak of nature? It's not random. Texas Hill Country is actually called Flash Flood Alley. The terrain, the river systems, the climate is essentially the perfect storm setup. But what's getting real criticism right now is that the local warning systems failed. Sirens didn't go off, some river gauges malfunctioned, and some people had no idea this flood was even coming. One man by the name of Scott Ruskin, he helped save 165 people by using his own airboat through the night. People linked arms in rushing water to pull strangers to safety. If you guys have any family or friends in the Texas area, especially the Hill Country area, okay, check on them. And if you're able, there are local fundraisers and volunteer drives that are happening right now. I'll link some of them in the description below. Pivoting from this to apparently some of the responses that we got online from some of the streamers and YouTubers out there, not so bueno. A lot of people catching a lot of freaking heat for some of the comments that they've been saying about this situation. Teddy Shinobi and all you guys asked me to talk about this, saying Nmplol and the Texas flood drama with Donut Operator. I don't know too much about Donut Operator and who that person is, but I know a lot about NPLO. NPLO is a part of OTK, One True King, this big old streamer organization that's been collapsing for the past few years. They've lost a lot of their big important members, and it's kind of like the last of the Ricans. It's got him, it's got Extra Emily, it's got Amaru, it's got a lot of people who are kind of like maybe not wanting to be in it so much, and there's a lot of people who are out who are kind of talking trash about this organization. But yeah, I didn't hear what Nmplol did. So I found the controversial clip in question. I'll play it right here, right now.
Like 13 confirmed people dead and like 12
Wait, really?
like campers are lost right now from a summer camp nearby.
Campers?
Is
Is it children awake?
Younglings, Nick.
Okay. They don't have much to live for anyways. It's okay.
Wait, they have their whole lives ahead of them.
Yeah. What? Their whole lives, Bree? That's gonna Bree. When they're older, every job is gonna be AI. Everything they learn is on ChatGPT. There is no future.
This is Jesus Christ, dude, what in the hell? We literally just talked about actual children dying, and the joke is that they had nothing to live for, that because of AI. Like, what? A lot of people saying that this guy has always already been an asshole, completely out of touch as a multi-millionaire, and basically swan his money left and right. And this video, I don't know, I guess maybe just showing the true colors of just somebody who's just, to be frank, an asshole. Apparently, he also doubled down and said, I apologize for nothing. Anyone upset is a pussy with no friends. I ignore your opinion and laugh at your failure. However, I guess the heat must have caught on too much because there was a lot of posts going on in Reddit and everywhere else just spreading around. Like, it was catching like different types of places that are not actually normal on the internet that he's probably used to. He was catching a lot of heat, and it looks like he decided to take a step back, and he says, sorry guys, joke went too far. I wasn't fully aware of the situation. It's tragic what's happened. I'll be more more mindful going forward. Hope everyone stays safe and dry in Texas. 2 heart emojis. Genuinely, fuck you, bro. What if that was your daughter? What if that was your sister? Okay, there's that lack of empathy is just completely asinine. I can see why everyone's pissed off at him. I think something happened with Donut Operator. I think he was out there and he had made a repost saying like, yeah, screw you, Nmplol. He was actually out there in Texas looking for people and looking for bodies. Generally don't even know if this guy is actually sorry. My guess is that there was just too much blowback and he had to issue a statement. That's kind of how I feel. I don't when it comes to a lot of these people, a lot of these streamers, a lot of these millionaires, I don't really feel like they have remorse. Like as long as their actions don't have consequences, then I feel like they will actually just willfully go forward into the trenches. That's how I kind of feel. Hey guys, that's the Texas flash flood situation that's currently happening right now. Absolutely tragic. Again, I'll leave some links in the comment below. Okay, some fundraiser links and everything for you guys to support. Okay, and I hope that you guys watching at home that you guys are safe, your family's safe. Really sucks. We're going to try to pivot, okay, from here. This is some really bad stuff. We're going to try to pivot to some more lighthearted stuff, okay? Let's see if we can kind of reset our nervous system. There he is, and a lot of you guys asked me to talk about this as well. Said, I've been following this saga for a hot sec. She's a cosplayer, and people were mean to her boyfriend in the replies, but he looks mad chill, and there was a flood of positive messages towards him after she defended him. And it's a post here. I guess the VTuber here is Nami, where she's saying, he's reinstalling Windows for me while I sleep. And when he put on my headset, I lost it. And oh my god, look at this kawaii des. Look at this kawaii des. Oh my, why were people making fun of him? Oh my, you know what? The internet, I hate you. Not y'all. When I'm pointing at you, I'm not pointing at you, okay? Not you. Not all yous, okay? Oh my god, it's so cute. You got this fluffy teddy bear of a guy over here with the kawaii, and he's over here helping her with the windows. Ugh, come on, man. Was this really a thing where people were being mean to him? It's got 102,000 likes. LMA, I was not expecting this, and neither was he, but Twitter, if you want to follow him, his name is Captain Space BF. Hit tweet. Thank you all for inspiring confidence in him. I've been telling him for years that he's hot. Anyway, here he is. Oh my god, he's so adorable. I want him. I'm stealing them. Also, another kind of ridiculous news. Okay, I've been hearing a lot about this. This is absolutely absurd, okay? Viewer beware. I think you're going to see something that you never seen before, right? You're going to question mark, okay? Just hang in there, all right? Adrasto said, when is Omni going to venture into the world of the roguelike horse game? Everyone has been begging me, sending me message on Instagram, Twitter, hitting me up saying, Omni, you gotta play this anime game where anime girls are basically horses and then they run. I'm like, what do you mean? What even is this clip that I just got linked to just now? What's happening? Is this the game? She's dancing. There's no racing. So the game is called, and I might butcher it, okay? Uma Masume. I might have said it right. Pretty Derby, okay? And as you can see here, there's a bunch of like waifus, right? And girls and VTubers, ladies running like a horse derby.
Come on, Gold Ship, put it into high gear. I need all you got right now. The Kentucky Derby's on the line. Come on! Here she comes down the stretch. It's neck and neck. It could be anyone's race. She's in second, down the sideline. She might have it. Gold Ship.
Uh-oh. Is this a gotcha game? Oh no. Guys, please don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. Please tell me this is not a gotcha game, okay? I'm a recovering gotcha addict, okay? Long time ago, Fire Emblem Heroes, all right? I think I even got some videos on this channel about my addiction on this, okay? I was lost in the sauce with this kind of game, okay? I was on my phone, on the toilet, at work, playing this goddamn game, right? And I come out, and I would go back to the... It was bad. It was bad, bro. Do not bring me back in. I kind of want to play it. I tell you what, okay? Twitch.tv/InfernoOmni, okay? All right? Today or tomorrow, one of these 2 days, I'll come back. I haven't streamed in a bit. We'll come back. We'll play some Uma Masume. And I just see what it's about. Just see what it's about. I want to play with it. I won't get addicted. I promise I won't get addicted. Make sure I don't get addicted, guys, okay? Ilon said, can we talk about why you look so black and sexy? Ooh, brother, stop it. Stop it. Stop, okay? All right. Okay, don't stop. Oh, we had an update when it comes to Pirate Software and Stop Killing Games initiative, okay? They've reached over 1 million of, what is it called? Signatures, okay? And I think we also got some type of response back as well that I'll look into. But yeah, Pirate Software responds to Stop Killing Games initiative reaching over 1 million signatures. And apparently he said this, and I can't believe this. I can't believe it. Quote, going to be honest with you, I hope that your initiative gets everything you asked for, but nothing you wanted. And I'll leave it there. Bro, what's wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Why would you say that? Why would you say that, bro? You're a developer. You make games. Why would you? What is this? I said in the comments. I think I'll just be here. I said, this nigga needs a hug because that's some wild hatred. How you gonna make video games and just tell gamers that you hope that they get nothing that they wanted there? That's just, oh my Lord. Why would you purposely make yourself an enemy of the state? That's incredible. Someone posted this here. I don't know the full truth about this or not, but it had a lot of likes, so it must be true, right? Take this for a grain of salt. Every company that has lobbied against the Stop Killing Games campaign, to the surprise of absolutely nobody. And on this list, we've got Activision, Blizzard, that Bandai Namco, EA, Epic Games, Netflix, Nintendo, right? Sega, Roblox, Square Enix. It's everybody. ZeniMax is everybody. It's everybody. Wait. It's everybody. Sony Interactive Entertainment, literally everybody is here, okay? It's literally us versus the gaming companies of all. Bro. This article by Eurogamer, okay, written by Matt Wells, said, Stop Killing Games, proposals for game preservation prohibitively expensive. Major publishers insist as the EU petition surpasses 1 million signatures. You think it's expensive, okay? Pay up, bro. Pay up. God damn, man. We trying to preserve video games. You over here. Again, I always told you. I said this last time, right? It's us versus them. It's about the bottom line. It's about the profit. It ain't about you. They just want you to spend money so that they can take care of their shareholders. They don't care about you. They don't. They pretend. They make you feel that magic, that tingle, that ooh la la. They made this video game that changed my life, changed my heart. No, they wanted to change your wallet and deduce it. And then they want to take away your controls, all right? Do not be fooled. This update reads that last week, the Stop Killing Games, the consumer-driven initiative demanding game publishers leave their titles in a playable state once support is terminated, surpassed 1 million signatures. But now, EU industry body Video Games Europe, which represents the likes of Ubisoft, Take-Two, Warner Brothers, Riot Games, Activision, Blizzard, Microsoft, and Nintendo, has weighed in, insisting the initiative's proposal would make games prohibitively expensive to create. I don't believe you. The game's preservation movement was prompted by Ubisoft's decisions to shut down open world racer The Cruise servers last March, preventing access to both its multiplayer and single player content due to its always online nature. More controversy followed shortly after when the publisher began revoking customers' licenses to the game, permanently removing it from their libraries and preventing hopes of resurrecting it through private servers. You paid up. Now, none. We're good. We're done. You can't play this game no more. You can't play it offline. You can't play it with friends. You can't play it on private servers. It's being yoinked from you. Thanks for your money and your time. Deuces. The statement as of April 7, 2025 says, we appreciate the passion of our community. However, the decision to discontinue online services is multifaceted, never taken lightly, and must be an option for the companies when an online experience is no longer commercially viable. We understand that it can be disappointing for players, but when it does happen, the industry ensures that players are given fair notice of the prospective changes in compliance with local consumer protection laws. Okay. Private servers are not always a viable alternative option for players, as the protections we put in place to secure players' data, remove illegal content, and combat unsafe community content would not exist and would leave rights holders liable. In addition, many titles are designed from the ground up to be online only, And in effect, these proposals would curtail developer choice by making these video games prohibitively expensive to create. We welcome the opportunity to discuss our position with policymakers and those who have led the European Citizens Initiative in the coming month. So TLDR, they're saying it's just too expensive. It's too expensive. And when I think about the price and it being too expensive, to be honest, the only people that I really actually care about are indie developers. That's it. When you got Nintendo and Sony and all these other major corporations talking about it's too expensive, shut the hell up. Shut the hell up. Shut the hell up. Okay. I just heard, we'll talk about this soon. Xbox just laid off 15,000 people. Last week it was 8,000, 15,000 people, and said, yeah, we got AI to help replace this. The AI initiative, the shareholders want that AI, okay? Stop it. Stop pretending like you have our best interests at help. We know what's happening here, bro. It's always profit, bottom line. It's not about fairness. It's about profit. To be fair, it is important for these companies to be profitable, right? It's important for them to make a profit so they can continue. However, I feel like they're stretching the limit here we're getting to a point where the preservation of video games over the next 10, 15, 20, 30 years can be taken away from us more and more and more. If we don't stop this, if we do not resist, then it will continue to snowball into a place where it's too expensive, it's too expensive, it's too expensive. And now you can only play a game for 1 year and then you can never play it again type shit. You know, like you won't be able to own anything. That's the future that we're trying to avoid, that we're kind of already slowly stepping into right now, and we're trying to step back and push back. People on Twitter saying it's actually funny to see them say the industry gives fair notice and compliance with local consumer protection laws. Exactly. That's the problem. We don't like the laws. We got the Act Man saying, you don't want to own your games. You think you do, but you don't. You think you do, but you don't. The fact of the matter is that when gamers spend money to play a video game, they want to be able to play said video game. That's what their money is for, is so that they can play the video game. It's about the preservation of being able to play it, okay? I got games in my closet, cartridges just sitting there, right? We have the ability to offload some games and content off these CDs and put them into storages so that we can keep it, that we can play it. But if we continue to go down this dark road of licenses and being able to have the game that you paid for revoked from you, I tell you, it will get stronger. This is not something where it's like, hey guys, we're just going to keep it right here. No, the needle will keep moving to the right more and more and more until the ownership of games, in my opinion, this is my opinion, because it's the profit, right? It's about creating profit. And so since it's about creating profit, the goal is to slowly continue to transition to a place where gamers do not own their games. That would be preferable. Okay. People are complaining that in order to play some video games, you now have to have online access. Imagine having to have online access to play a single player game. Imagine going online just to play by yourself with no one else. What do you mean, bro? This is getting kind of backwards. It's getting kind of backwards, and we need to fight back and push back so that we can find some middle ground, if not even more. But that's what's happening with the Stop Killing Games initiative. I'll let you guys know if there's any more updates, because there definitely will be. I'm enjoying this fight. I'll let you guys know how it continues to plan out going. All right, next we got to talk about Hasan with a gun. Hasanabi, what did you do? What did you do, bro? What did you do? What'd you do? What are you always doing? What are you always doing? What do you mean? Let me find a clip. There's probably a clip somewhere. Editor, you got to blur out the gun here so we don't get got. But why are you bringing out guns on stream, Hasanabi? Come on, man. What are you doing? Hasan is about to point a gun in a random direction and even at himself.
In our sincerity and actually delivering for the very working people who've been left behind by our politics, compared with what President Trump has been able to do. You know, over the same period of time that I've been running, has been tell him the last person who couldn't get my name right, we defeated them, and that's what it's going to look like again.
Okay, fair enough. As you may
Hasan has one of his longtime chatters dox the wrong. Oh my God. Okay. All right. Let's just keep watching.
Oh, you found his account?
Today, I will show you 3 ways you can use your smart.
Wait, this is the guy?
First thing we want to do is download the YouTube VPN app, which we can do through the first link in the description.
No.
Fuck are you gonna do, bro? Write a petition? Let's do a crusade, he says. Let's do a fucking crusade, he says. Let's hang Hasan and Mamdani for treason, he said.
All right, I've seen enough. I've seen enough. I've seen enough. My brother in Christ, Hasan has way too much power, influence to be out here. Number one, waving guns, and then number two, you gotta know you gotta know what your audience is capable of, right? You gotta know. Just period. And there's got to be a responsibility that comes with that, at least in my opinion, right? If you are somebody with a lot of influence, then you have to recognize that some of your very, very tiny actions and details that you might even think is tiny, like waving a gun, might be like oh, my commander is over here telling me to go shoot a nigga, right? You will probably have people in your chat thinking like, oh, is that a sign? Is that a signal? Time to go. Not good, not bueno. If you're a huge influence, especially streaming, Twitch, political commentary, what Hasan's been, bro. And the doxing, I don't know too much about the doxing. Looks like he went to the guy's YouTube channel or whatever, which is public information. But also at the same time, it's like, again, you know what your audience is capable of. And so if you have this kind of energy towards a person, it's like, you might not say it, directly, but indirectly, other people are going to get come up to their own thoughts and conclusions and ideas, right? Like, it's not saying that you can't control your audience, but you can definitely influence your audience without saying something, if you know what I mean. To be honest, I don't know what else to say about it. I'm pretty sure like a lot of people on Twitch have probably held up toy guns or whatever and have gotten banned for a week or for less, right? So we do know that there are a lot of people on Twitch who get special privileges, right? We've talked about this over and over, like Extra Emily driving without looking at the road and only getting like a 1-day ban or something like that. There's definitely favoritism at play when it comes to Twitch, and just kind of seeing it happen over and over is just kind of like, oh, all right, cool. Meanwhile, there's plenty of people that you don't even know who don't have enough clout to fight back against the TOS, because the TOS is definitely heavy-handed towards the people who, don't make the company money. In my opinion, I don't even really care about the gun, to be honest. It's like the context. It's like if you got like a random person on YouTube who plays video games and they pull out a gun, they're talking about an anime character or a video. I don't care. I really don't care. It's just that with the context of it being Hasan, the kind of stuff that he talks about, the kind of field that he plays in, the kind of politics and everything that he goes through, and then the kind of audience that come on, with great power comes great responsibility, right? I think we can all see the pieces of how this is something that can turn monstrously bad. My girl with nails said, can you share something that brought you joy? Recently, well, there's a lot of things that bring me joy. Recently, one thing that has brought me joy, oh my God, I started playing Expedition 33, Claire Obscure, whatever. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm only like 2 hours in. Okay, let me try to explain this in the best that I can. You ever play a game and you just knew they was cooking from the beginning? Like you was like, oh, this got potential. And it keeps hitting you with ooh, this got potential. Ooh, this got potential. And I'm kind of waiting for like for it to block. I'm waiting for things to get boring. I'm waiting for it to be like, it's not as good. I'm just kind of waiting for it. This game is, oh my God, I'm about to lose so much time and sauce into this. This game is looking goated. Okay, if you guys don't know, Claire Obscure Expedition 33, it's an RPG. Okay, I already highly recommend it. I'm gonna play it offline though, because it's gonna be too many hours. Okay, we'll play some other games online. I'm having blast with it. I love the idea of the parry and the dodge mechanic, because I kind of like, trying to react to things, so it feels good. But I also like the story. I love the music. The piano, you guys don't know I play the piano, but it's just so inspiring to hear the music. Everything about it is gorgeous. The voice acting, the love story, my heart. Okay, I'm sorry. I am geeking, and I've only been 2 hours into the game, but I feel like it's going to be a masterpiece, and I'm very excited. That game has recently given me joy, to answer your question, so I'm going to jump onto that. Also, what's giving me joy, and then we'll end the video with this too as well. Bro, we got anime announcements. We got anime announcements on announcements on announcements on announcements on announcements. Okay. All right. We got the summer is here. There's a lot of anime that's out right now. Dan season 2 is out right now. And I think there's a couple other ones I need to get caught up on. My love for anime has returned. I know if you guys don't know this, right? Okay. Can I please geek out? Can I please geek out a little bit? So I know you guys, I told you that I've been kind of like losing interest in a lot of things that I used to love, like gaming and anime and all this stuff. And I was like, why doesn't it hit? I was like that cat on the Instagram cat. But then, you know, did some self-reflection, did a lot of things. Okay, did a lot. And now it's all coming back. I'm getting excited again for anime. I used to have this thing too as well. Okay, this is the ramble part. I'm rambling because that's the whole part of this show. I used to have this thing, man. I don't know if it's like a little bit of codependency or not, but I would always want to kind of like experience something that I love. I felt like I would save it so that I can experience it with someone else. And because I thought that experience was better, right? Better than me just doing it, then it's better. And I started pivoting a lot of my life things to being able to experience it with a +1. And I never always had a +1 involved. And that list of things that I didn't do that I was saving for +1, that +1 experience I didn't do, just kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And then so I stopped doing certain things that I really wanted to do just because I thought that it would, be better to do it, with someone else. And I've fallen in love with, again, doing it by myself. The other day, I went to go to the movies by myself and it was weird. But then something hit, right? I was like, wait a minute, this is weird, but I kind of like it. I feel like I'm going on a date with myself. I feel like I'm doing something that's only with me, intimately with me, and not sharing with no one else. And there's something really, 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 really special about experiences that are only with you, that are not shared. That intimacy between you and only you. There's something very special about that I forgot. So that was a part of the self-love, rediscovering myself and rediscovering that intimacy of just doing things for me and nobody else. In fact, fuck all y'all. Nah, I still love people, okay? Anyway, back to this, okay? Charles said, Dan, call of the night. My dress up darling. Oh my God, my dress up darling. Man, stop. Haram. All got season 2 releases last week, as well as confirmed release date for the Chainsaw Man movie, October 29th. We got Frieren season 2 confirmed, and just an overall stacked season for anime. Stop playing with me. That's a lot of anime. This is not even just a lot of anime. This is good, high quality anime. Okay, it's just good all around. I think I saw a list that talked about all the releases on the announcements because I think this weekend was Anime Expo. So during Anime Expo, it's a con for anime, for weebs to go to and dress up and stuff. And usually they give some anime announcements. Wolf Phoenix said, Bleach, the 1,000-year blood war core Thor is coming in 2026. I need to get caught up on that. I used to be upset. Another thing, pause. I used to get upset sometimes when I was like, man, as an adult, I don't have all the time to play all the video games I want to play and watch all the anime that I want to watch and do all the things I want to do. And it used to make me really sad. But like, damn, man, I don't get to enjoy everything. But then I had a reframing, a cognitive reframing, a perception is that if there's ever a point in time where I wanted to do something, whether it be play a game or watch an anime, whatever it is in life, there's always something of quality for me to go to. That means that there's always going to be something there for me, right? I'm never going to be in a point where I played everything and then there's nothing and I'm just waiting. Now there's always something there when I got time that's probably going to be worthwhile. When I looked at it like that, I was like, that's not bad. So that's how I feel about all these things now. I'm not worried about my gaming catalog getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And it's okay if I don't experience everything, okay? Because we can't. We're humans, right? You can only go out and live your life in a way where you experience as much as you can, but you can't experience everything. We're not vampires, you know what I'm saying? Like, we can't just live forever young. I think the coffee is kicking in at the end of the video. The coffee combined with the ADHD, it's kicking in, bro. It's kicking in. I'm sorry. Let's continue. This tweet here says, the past 2 days have been absolutely insane for major anime announcements. Here's a list of 7 massive announcements that shook the internet thread. Thank you, Anime Nia. Let's see what she has to say. What's she going to show us? We've got Black Clover Season 2 officially announced. A lot of you guys from the last episode told me to watch it, so I will. Black Clover is a very, very, very popular anime that I gotta watch. I don't really have much to say about it, but I know it's a very popular one. I know the name. Bleach final season officially announced for 2026. We've already talked about this. Cyberpunk Edge Runners Season 2 officially announced at Anime Expo 2025. Cyberpunk. Such a good anime. Such a great anime. Came out at a very perfect time. We're getting to Season 2. I think it's going to be a separate story from the original season, so that's going to be pretty fun. But Cyberpunk, excellent. Excellent. If you like to I'm really into like the futuristic cyberpunk type vibes, futuristic. I like it. I like it. I like it. We got the Apothecary Diary Season 3 officially announced. I have not watched a single episode of this, and people have been saying it's good. Some people saying I gotta lock in. Some people saying I gotta tap in. So again, another anime for me to watch by myself. Frieren Season 2 officially announced for January 2026. So also a GOAT anime, okay, in my opinion at least. Frieren and Dadanan were some of the biggest hits in terms of what I've watched. But then we got Chainsaw Man as well. There's just so much. But Frieren, such a beautiful anime. A love story. It's an adventure. It's fun. We got the power dynamics. It's incredible. It's incredible. It's very incredible. I highly advise you guys watch it. Maybe one of the best of the best. We got Gate Season 2. I've heard about Gate, but I didn't watch Gate. We've got Alia Sometimes Hides Her Feelings and Russian. What is up with this title, bro? What is up with this title? I love anime titles, bro. It'll be like the girl who does not eat a lot of food, but then she went into an RPG and died and got reincarnated as a piece of grass and now has 10 waifus. That's literally the names of the titles of these anime. Anyway, I'm here for all of it. If you guys don't know, by the way, my favorite anime is Hunter x Hunter. I'm still waiting for that to finish. Let's not talk about it. But yeah, that's some of the anime in case you guys are curious. I'm very excited to watch all of it and some of it and maybe even none of it. But, you know, I'm excited for this new season of anime. I hope you guys are too. Let me know what you guys are most excited for. And we will end the video on this note because I'm getting way too hyper. I got to edit this video. Some big chungy wungy. Thanks for watching. Again, remember, I got links in the comments below. Some of the fundraisers and reliefs for all that stuff that happened in Texas. I'm praying for the homies. I hope y'all and your families is all good, man. I'm sorry I had to report some bad news, but y'all know I got to keep you in the know. My goal is to kind of keep you guys, you know, balanced, level-headed. Be this a place where you can learn about what's happening in the world without too much doom and gloom. You know, without that I got to stop watching the news kind of thing. My goal is to give you guys that news in a way where it doesn't drain your life energy, that you can come out of this feeling better than you did before you came in kind of stuff. Because I don't know about you guys, but when I sometimes look at the news, I go into the news, I just be getting depressed. I just be like, damn. You know, damn. That's how I feel sometimes I'm looking at the news. So the idea is to give you guys a nice digestible dijabu, a little bit of lightheartedness and jokes and fun. I love you guys. I miss you guys. I guess you guys can probably tell, but I'm very happy and excited to be talking to you guys, and I will catch you soon. Most likely this Wednesday or Friday. I love you guys. I'm working on a lot of things in the background for you, okay? So stay tuned. Hit the sub button, please, if you made it this far. Yeah. I'll catch you guys later. I'm going to stop rambling now. I'm going to stop yapping. I'll let you go. You are free now, all right? All right, guys. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.